16.
Okay, 5'2". Yeah, he's kind of a little bit birded out. Oh, we just went live. And welcome everybody out there in the broadcasting land. Welcome to a beautiful Monday night here at Sultan High School. I am joined by a cast of wonderful producers and camera people. TurkPride.tv's here. And joining me on the broadcast tonight is none other than the myth, the legend, Seth Sargent.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me. We're here from, was it Turk Tower or Turk Pride Tower?
We're here from Turk Pride Tower, right?
Turk Pride Tower right in front of us. A slightly chilly but beautiful Monday night. We have the JV matchup of the Granite Tigers versus, hopefully, your Sultan Turks.
Dun, 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 Monday Night Football theme plays. We should play that for JV games on Mondays.
We got. We got to come up with our own.
Yeah, we got to come up with our own. We got Dave Moon. Diamond Dave Moon is here in the booth with us for who knows how long
Diamond
tonight.
Dave. Is that your wrestling name, Diamond Dave Moon?
I kind of like that. Well, we're setting up for a kickoff. The Turks are getting ready, set to receive. We actually have a roster for the Granite Falls Tigers today.
We have a full roster.
We have rosters for both teams, and we are ready to roll JV Monday Night Football. Ready to go.
So we go.
And this is now the Turks slightly edged out with the Granite Falls Tigers a couple of weeks ago at their house. They're hoping to come over here and return the favor tonight. And the first rule of Black and Blue Bowl is we don't talk about Black and Blue Bowl.
Oh,
huh?
We don't talk about it, Dave Moon.
It was last Friday. We don't talk about Black and Blue Bowl. Congratulations to the Granite Falls Tigers and to their seniors and for their great achievement. And we're going to flush that and move on. We're going to talk about JV football today.
Yes, we will.
I want to give a special shout out to all of our Granite Fall friends that are here watching, and to all the players that are watching this on demand. Welcome to the broadcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, hit that subscribe button, and please donate to TurkPride.tv.
Everything is appreciated. Goes to this. I mean, we have 5 or 6 student producers here learning how to run the ropes, and as soon as Dave Moon leaves, they'll be doing it all by themselves. We got some great technology here that they're learning how to use. As here we go, kickoff for the Granite Falls. Be fielded by the Turks. Ooh, a little bit of fumble. Oh, ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground. Looks like the Turks were able to bounce on that.
It looks like it kicked off his shins and he was able to fall on it, but a little bit of a got to be careful.
Well, that was our friend Hunter Treadler who was able to fall on that 5'8", 155-pound sophomore, and the Turks are going to come out on offense first. Led out there by none other than number 15, Caden Keeler, a 6'1", 155-pound freshman quarterback for the Turks.
He's a freshman. Really?
He is a freshman. I know he doesn't look like it.
I was thinking sophomore, junior. I forget he's a grade below.
He is like it says, he is 6 foot. He is 6'1", and he's going to have another 4 or 5 inches on that frame before it's all said and done. Oh, there are the Turks.
Outside, great little cut in. They finally take him down.
Number 17. Oh, who was that masked man? Number 17, none other than Derek Feltner with a 7-yard gain around the end. Which starts to explain things for me. Let's see now. I need to figure out who was in on the stop. Looks like number 80 for Granite Falls. Number 80, Christopher Ryer, 5'9", 175-pound sophomore, was in on the tackle on that. Feltner around the end, gets another 3 or 4 yards.
Is it enough for the first? It's about as close as you can get with.
Yeah, it's third and
inches. As I put it on the broadcast.
Third and smaller than my size 10 shoe. I wear size 11. No, it's less than my size a shoe. Less than a shoe to go. They're going to give him the first down.
They'll give him the first down. There we go. Refs consult. They don't bring out the sticks. They just they don't bring out the pieces of paper.
Let's be a first down for the Turks there.
Good quick 2 rushes. Turk Feltner still back there.
Well, I was impressed with the line play by the JV last week. Tradler around the end, and he's going to be
Thrown.
met and thrown down by none other than number 80 again.
Christopher Ryer for Granite Falls Tigers, a beautiful
5'9",
tackle.
175-pound sophomore with a throw for a loss there.
A good tackle. I mean, if he didn't get that, Tradler would have had room for a decent amount of yards.
Well, he's been in the game for 3 or 4 plays. He's already got 2 tackles. So
that's about all. I mean, that's about what you can ask for.
That's what you need to do out of that outside linebacking spot.
Here we go. They'll go back again.
Feltner around the end picks up about 10 on that. Makes it 3rd and 4 coming up for the Turks.
That little loss though makes the 10-yard rush. Still put him short, but they'll look. So we'll probably another handoff here. I think they'll probably go try to hit the Tradliner sweep again to the left side. Try to hopefully give them enough space and enough room as Keeler gets the play.
Are you sure on 3rd down they won't go with the Caden Keeper?
Caden Keeper, 3rd and 4.
No, you know what? I think that they're going to hand it off to 17 here.
I think they go back to Feltner.
Yeah.
Only time will tell us. Here we go. They go this sweep. They won't hand it off. They'll wait till he's snapped. Oh, a fake. Caden Keeler will roll out, looking for his man. Chucks it deep. Does he have? Oh!
So he just needed to throw it a little harder and further.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, the intended receiver on that was number 31, Matthew Agnew, a 5'8", 145-pound freshman. And in on the defense for Granite Falls, number 15, Javario Adams, 5'6", sophomore for the Granite Falls Tigers.
So here we go.
So 4th down coming up.
Going for it. So you're not looking to coffin corner him with a punt. Not that kind of.
Well, and I wouldn't be punting. I wouldn't be punting here.
So here we go. They'll go handoff to Feltner. Feltner fighting for it. Does he have
He's
what it looks?
not going to make it.
No, he was getting the momentum he needed, but then Granite Falls. Well, it's going to be close.
Well, it depends on if they spot it with the right foot or if they spot it with the left foot. I tell you what, that's going to be a 1st down.
I think so.
I'm looking with my.
Yep, they're swinging their arms.
Oh my goodness!
I did not. The depth perception must have been wrong. I thought he was good 2 yards short.
Well, the difference on that was the difference between a spot with the left foot and a spot with the right foot. I'm giving credit right now to that Granite Falls defense. They are containing that running game of the Turks here.
That's about all they could have asked for.
He is wide open again.
So is he going to be able to get the throw to him?
He got it. There he goes. Agnew down to the 10-yard line.
Beautiful job.
So
number 80. Just
look at the number 80 on the tackle on
barely
that.
saves the touchdown.
Well, once again, that is Christopher Ryer. He is a man possessed out there for the Tigers. Now remember, I told you they just ran the exact same play a couple plays ago, and he was open, but he had to get it further because he had to come back to the ball. So nice adjustment by Caden Keeler on that, making that play happen.
So here we go. Turks will get it 1st and goal as they're about just on the 10. Look number, I think that's going to be Christopher Van Pelt in the backfield now, and he'll take the handoff, fighting for yards, able to find a small little hole, but Granite closes it immediately.
Maybe a yard on that.
A small little shuffle for the numbers man. So here we go. You see Feltner coming back in to take the running back position.
All right, so Turks are going to line up.
So here we go. Caden Keeler ready to take the snap. 2nd down. Handoff to Feltner. Oh, another handoff to Tradliner. Tradliner cuts. Tries to run down the man. Good contact there. That's number 80 again.
Number 80 on the tackle there. That is none other than
we got
Christopher Ryer again.
Ryer. I mean, his tackle count skyrocketed.
We're going to know his name by heart here before the first quarter's even over.
I would say he's going for double digits. He's going for triple-digit tackles so far.
Well, he's had 5 or 6 tackles already.
He has been involved, I think, in almost every single play so far. As that Turks a good little play, but only actually ends up with about 3 yards. So they need about 5 here to punch it in the end zone. Expect about 2 plays.
Oh yeah, well since we don't have a field goal kicker for this.
Unless Landon, who knows? As here we go. Caden Keeler takes it. He'll roll out right this time.
Oh, he's
got his
wide
man. Can he hit
open.
it? Good throw. Good catch. Stays in bound. Fighting for it. Touchdown, Turks. Wow. He caught that. Got pushed out.
That was good.
That was
you and I
incredible
could
play.
get to the point where we, on a broadcast, where we could do that in unison every time. That would be awesome.
Well, that was an exciting play. I mean, a good throw.
Who was that masked man on that?
Oh,
that reception?
I missed it. Let me go to the broadcast. I don't know if we're gonna be able to catch it. That was a beautiful catch. He got
I
bounced
think
out.
it was 80. I want to say it was 88. Aiden Masterjohn.
That's probably a good guess.
That.
He's generally our tight end. That was a good job. He was aware he didn't get in, was able to recollect himself and push his way
I thought,
in.
and because it's all the way across the field, I thought maybe he had gone out of bounds at the 2-yard line, but goes in for a touchdown there for the Turks.
We got a new camera out here.
Oh,
You should take a look at that. We got a little bit of a goal line camera. I see that. Wow.
He was over there mobile on that. Hopefully we get a mobile.
Maybe. As here we go. Take the snap. Caden Keeler, the Caden keeper,
The
makes the
Caden keeper.
first man miss. Oh, I think it was 32 there. Granite Falls. He realized he made the wrong read at the last second and almost was able to reach out there and bring down Caden.
Spencer 32. I don't have a 32. I have a 33.
Maybe it was 33.
33, which is.
It wasn't 33 because 33 is already.
Oh,
Whoever
okay.
it was, he realized at the last possible second that he made the wrong read and couldn't quite get his hands on Caden. Caden slipped away. And
Well, I'll tell you that
walked
Caden keeper. I do have a favorite play.
If it's been named, it's made away in the history books.
It's going down in Turk JV football lore as the Caden keeper.
Who knows how long we'll see the JV Caden keeper. I'm thinking this will probably be about the only year.
I would highly doubt that he'll see any JV action after this year.
I think this will be about the only Caden Keeler JV action we get.
But you got to have a quarterback.
You do need a quarterback.
You got to have a quarterback.
I think on our quarterback right now, though, a senior, Tyler Sargent for the varsity team.
That is correct.
The quarterback position more open as obviously the starters. Tyler Sargent will be leaving after next year, presumably.
There's nothing wrong with putting a sophomore in there and letting him do it for 3 years.
So he'll have a chance to fight for it. It's a lot harder when you have a senior who's already been playing, to fight, take him away. But when the position opens up, here we go. We'll have a Turk kickoff. The big chant. Good kick there. Wow. Well, let me find his name.
Who was that masked man?
My goodness, that was a really good kick. Ball's on the ground. Granite able to pick it up, and the Turks find him deep in Granite territory.
Was that Treadler?
That was an incredible
That was
kick.
incredible. Yeah, that's the furthest kickoff for the Turks this year.
That was, the progression from those first kickoffs we saw against.
Well, I thought maybe that was Landon. I didn't get a chance to see that.
Whoever that was
that was a Windmill Espresso kickoff for JV ages there.
That was, that was one of the best kickoffs I've ever seen from the Turks. Granite was caught off guard.
All right, so Granite Falls steps out. We've got number 8 in at quarterback, Connor Glenn, a 5'10" sophomore, in at quarterback for the Tigers.
They'll get their first time on the field here. He'll be under center. Look, motion to man number 11. It looks like, is he going to keep it? He will, but the Turks sniff that out immediately, and it looks like about no gain. We'll call him about no gain.
So Connor Glenn goes no gain on that play. Number 63 and a host of Turks there. Number 63 is Brian Arenas, a 6-foot junior, 6', 283-pound junior for the Turks up there up front, making it happen up there up front with number 74 up there. Monty Edwards, a 5'7" freshman in there on that.
Monty Edwards, the future of the program right there. In his time, and here we go. This one will be a pitch outside, and the Turks get out there. A good little run here by Granite picks up.
And Caden Keeler and a host of Turks there to take down number 16, Nathan Anderson, a 6', 135-pound sophomore for the Granite Falls Tigers.
I missed the number, but great blocking there from the Granite receivers. Really made that play happen. A great job not getting called for a holding or anything and just creating so much space. So here we go, 3rd and about 3 or 4 here.
Well, they're going to go student body left here. If I know anything here, they're going to go student body left.
Oh, here we go. There'll be a handoff up the middle. That one's stuffed out by the Turks. Who's that man on the bottom?
Oh, well, number 88 pops up as one of the
and 60
and 63
Brian Arenas.
And 54 was in there on that, or 74.
A defensive line effort.
Who is that number? 70 out there is in there, playing in there. Jacob Fedek is in there, a 5'10", 192-pound freshman. 192-pound freshman. Ooh. Garth McDicken, wrestling room. All right, it's 4th. They are going for it. It's 4th and 2. He goes and he's going to make the first down on that. A host of Turks there to take him down.
Push him back, but that's not quite how the rules work.
Push him. Nope, he got forward. He got about 4 yards on that. It brings the ball up to the Granite Falls 27-yard line or 28-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 there for the Tigers there.
Here we go.
Connor brings the guys back up to the.
Brings them back up to the line. They have about 3 men back there for the Granite. That's going to be a false start on Granite.
Connor Geelan is, I don't know how to pronounce that name, so I was calling him Glenn. But
Connor Johnson jumped early there for Granite, and that's going to be 5 yards back. Just one of those mistakes you just gotta work on, you know.
Now, who's playing on the other side over there? What number do we? Who is that masked man over there on the
number
89? Brady Haim is over there on the other side, playing corner. Landon is over here on the left.
So here we go. It's gonna be a pitch right this time. 32. Throws off the first Turk.
He gets past him.
Dodges
down.
The second. It's a foot race to the end zone. Step after step. He's got the distance, though. He's got the speed. Touchdown, Granite.
Number 32, which I don't have a name on here.
Why do we not have a 32? Whoever number 32 was, breaking through keeping his footwork in bounds, making a man miss, throwing off one, and finds his way for, a 70-yard touchdown there. A great run.
Looks like they're going to line up to go for 2.
Generally, be more surprised if they were going for the PAT. So here we go. See my partner here getting some names. My partner here getting some names for Granite, specifically 32. Well, see what he's got to report back.
We got a report. We got a report from the fans that traveled to here to Sultan that his name is Gavin.
Gavin. Okay.
That's all I got for you. But boy, I'll tell you, Gavin sure put on the Jets there and went down the sidelines for a touchdown. Congratulations, young man, on a fine run.
After the false start here will be Granite's 2-point attempt, and that one's a little bit overthrown. Pushed back from the I believe there's another false start from Granite. So here we go. It'll be 6-8 then with just 1:22 left in the first.
Yeah, a little bit of a barn burner going on.
Yeah, both offensive drives yielded touchdowns, but the Turks able to complete their 2-point conversion. Well, I mean, so much football left to be played, though.
All righty.
Here we go. We'll get ready for a Granite kickoff. See the refs meeting in the back. I'm sure a real meeting of the minds there, as always.
Well, so much for the Turks' goal of not having only one kickoff return for the game. That's too bad. It's always a good goal going in. That's every team's goal going into every single game.
Only have to put that special teams kick return out there.
Only have to put. Remember I told you, when I played football in the Metro League, I led the Metro League in kick return yardage and kick returns because we got scored on so often.
It's one of those stats you shouldn't look into too much.
No, you know what? I came out black and blue after every game.
Let's here we go. Good kick, but Turk's able to field this one cleanly. He'll try to create a little bit of room, but a good tackle there.
Landon goes down at the 30-yard line.
Looks like number 29, Spencer Schilling, comes in and makes the clean tackle. Needed no help. Just immediately took him down. So here we go. This Turk offense will come back out here on a very successful first drive.
So now, while we're waiting, the Turks play Friday, right?
They do. It'll be the pink out.
The pink out. Now, will we be here?
Yes, because it's the pink out. Yes, I'm not. I could probably check who we play.
Well, it'd be nice to know to tell our listening audience. By the way, how many viewers do we have right
last
now?
time I checked, we were sitting at about 7 or 8.
7 or 8 viewers. Well, welcome to the broadcast, everybody. They took my laptop away from me. They said I needed to concentrate more on the game. Tradlander around the end. Here goes Hunter. He says, you know what? I'm just going to hit somebody. Good for him. That's football for you. Hit that hole and hit it hard.
We will be Friday, October 8th at 7 here versus Kings High School.
Kings is coming in.
The home football game, the pink out. Hopefully that should be
coaches. That's a coaches against cancer.
Oh, is that what the pink is?
Yeah,
the pink is
coaches against cancer.
That'll always be a great game. I know I'll be there. I won't be here in the booth. I'll be pinked out there for the student section.
Hopefully you guys have a good time over there.
Oh, we will. As here we go. Turks line up. 2 receivers left this time. Looks like they'll go for a little screen. But Feltner off his fingertips. Luckily a forward pass, and we'll have a dead ball.
Yeah, we completely missed the ball on that.
Something about, this JV, it's also good practice for the producers, for the prime time when it really matters the most. I guess we had more Whitby viewers when I guess the drive was a little too far for them, but more Granite people here today. So we got a couple of people who made the drive. Always great and nice, lovely day as we have a 3rd and long here for the Turks. To see what they do. Will they go with the rollout pass, a handoff, and it will be fake the handoff? It'll be the Caden keeper, it looks like, but he gets stuffed by that Granite D. That was a great job by that Granite D to let him do absolutely nothing. And now a 4th and very long.
Well, they're going to have to punt now.
I think so.
Adventures in punting.
Let's see
coming your way.
This is, one of the most exciting parts about JV football. You never know what you're going to get.
Well, you know what?
Caden Keeler's still out.
He's going to line up. We'll see what happens here. Throw the ball out. They're going to call timeout here.
They will take a timeout. It looks like
actually that's the end of the first quarter.
No timeout. Never mind. They're just taking their time. We'll have the end of the first 8-6 in favor of your Sultan Turks, who is, when we start the second quarter, will be faced with a 4th down predicament. Will we get an attempt, or will we get a
well? I just thought, I don't know, for there. Then we did the Caden keeper and it didn't work, and I am just heartbroken.
Well, we got it earlier for the touchdown, or for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah,
it was one of them. It was the same difference. So we're gonna see the chain gang moving down. Chain gang.
See how we're doing here, guys. Only got 8 watching today.
7. Granite's got a little bit closer. No complaints yet. There we go. The Turks, plenty of time to draw up whatever they feel, whatever they deem necessary.
Yeah.
I see a lot of work going on here. I see Diamond Dave Moon trying to figure out all the tech.
Well, now, see, what was the name of that school? We talked about it last time. The school that never punts. The college. Presbyterian never punts.
They never punt, as I believe that is not the right positioning. There we go. I was going to say we are way too close to that first down marker. That's
Yeah, there you go. That's a
Chain-
little bit better. The chain gang was trying to give him a 4th and 4 rather than a 4th and 6.
Those are some varsity people. They're home clocking almost.
You know what? They're lining up. They're lining up to do the play.
It's got to be. I mean, I assume it's got to be a pass. Snap pretty good. Caden Keeler will roll out. Does he have any man? Ooh, gets sacked. Brought down behind the first.
Number 34 for that's Guzman Diaz, a
weightless and heightless junior.
No, well, he sure was big and strong on that play.
Whatever weight and height you thought he was, make up your own, because we don't got his measurements. A great job though, and Granite will take over an incredible field position here. Yeah. Their offense looked good, and then had the huge play that put them in the end zone. As here we go, the lineup.
Number 29 over there on the other side for the Turks now. That's Dylan Rea Montano. He is a freshman for the Turks over there, and over on the other side, Landon lines up on the left side.
Yes, number 40 for Granite rolls out. It'll be a handoff up the middle, but the Turks
That's 29.
Deny that.
Number 29, Spencer Schilling, 5'6", 160-pound sophomore.
The entire Turk defensive line has done their job for the day. They have been, up the middle has not been open here. Granite's biggest success.
Well, they're going to run. They're going to run. Number 32 is going to go in motion to the right here, and he is going to get the ball, and that's Gavin.
It's Gavin.
We'll just call him Gavin. Oh.
And yes, they will. But the number 40 for the Turks sniffs that out. Well, that maybe not be number 40. Whoever it was for the Turks, absolutely.
Now they didn't go in motion the way I thought they would, but
no.
I did call the play.
We'll give it to you because it was a handoff to 32. I thought they were going to go with the pitch to the weak side there for a second.
Was almost. They tried to be a little bit of a trickeration on that,
and did not quite turn out. As we'll see a 3rd and 11 here.
This is definitely 4-down territory for the Tigers.
So here we go. 2 wide receivers left and 2 wide receivers right.
Connor and the quarterback set up.
It's the first time we've seen Granite in this formation for the day, as they need a lot of yards. It'll be a flip, and can he create room? Only a little bit. Just
somebody who was that masked man? None other than Jonathan Van Pelt, number 33.
That could have been bad, but Van Pelt
doing his best Brian Bosworth, the Boz impersonation.
Is now, with that great tackle by Jonathan, 4th and 9 here for Granite. Go for it scenario.
Well, they're going to throw number 80 out there. Christopher Ryer's going to go out there, and they've got Gavin out there. So Connor's going to probably go back to pass and see if he can hit. See if he can hit one of these guys.
Their most successful play has been the pitch to 32, but he's out there and
well, they are gonna throw this, and it's gonna be to the right. He's gonna probably look to.
No, it goes over the middle. 15 wide open, runs it in. Wow, a great read by that quarterback.
You know, they fooled me. Well, there's a reason I'm in the booth with you and not down there coaching. They fooled me. I thought for sure they were gonna go to one of those guys, and that was the right call. That was the right call. Obviously, that was Javario Adams, a 5'6", 138-pound sophomore for the Tigers that takes the ball and goes in and
an incredible throw as well.
It was just Connor just had a quick slant to Javario and puts it in there, and they take the lead with 7:40 to go.
He zipped that ball in there, and Javario had all the room in the world. His 2-point conversion for Granite.
Yeah, when they're going to throw the ball again here. No,
they'll take it inside. A great cut by 29, and that'll give Granite the 6-point lead.
Yeah, Spencer Schilling zigs and zags when the Turks were zagging and zigging.
He looked destined for the backfield there, but he put that man on skates.
And you got to give the offensive line for the Granite Falls a little credit on that play. So hey, they've come out. They're on fire today. They've come out on fire on offense, and the Turks have got to they've got 7:40 left to go here in this first half. And we're ready for a windmill espresso kickoff here.
There we go. Turks once again bringing out that kick return team. third time for the day.
Yeah, well, they just need to put number 17 in the back and see what happens.
And here we go.
Yeah, well, I wonder what happened.
I wonder what happens. Here we go. K-ball gets thrown out there for Granite.
All right, so
34 will be the kicker.
You're too deep, man. You're too deep. You've got to move up.
Yes, it would be.
They haven't shown, number 34 getting ready to kick off for Granite Falls. Guzman Diaz going to kick off for the Tigers.
It's Feltner, and I can't quite see that other number back and deep for the Turks to return.
And he gave it to him.
Oh, yeah, right to Feltner. Feltner with the great catch. We'll have to see what he can do. He finds a little bit of a hole, gets some yardage in the corner, pushes over one man, keeps running like a truck to about the 47 on Granite's side. A beautiful kick return there by Feltner. So you could just tell he was reading that field well. He knew exactly where he wanted to go, and he made the right call over and over and over again. And he'll put the Turks in perfect field position to create a drive here.
Well, 7:32 left to go here in the second quarter. Going to line up. Feltner in the backfield with Caden Keeler.
Expect probably a handoff here. There we go. Caden Keeler takes it. Handoff to Feltner. Feltner finds just a tiny bit of space as he gets about two. A great job there from Granite defense to shut that down. They've been very sharp all day.
Well, the defense for, number 80 is number 80 again. Christopher Ryer is just saying his name again and again and again here.
Singing his praises.
It helps when when somebody gives us a roster to work off.
We had a big roster. So we have Turks out here again. A lot of yardage need to be gained. They got two receivers right.
Well, they're keen on Feltner, obviously.
Mm-hmm. When you got a great player like that. So we go Keeler. Fakes the handoff this time. He'll roll right. Pressure comes immediately, though, and he gets taken down.
You've got to. He didn't even have a chance to get outside the tackle box on that.
No.
So you've got to leave maybe even leave two guys back to.
There we go. Two receivers left here for the Turks. Take it in the backfield. Caden Keeler will look. He'll throw. He'll chuck it up. Contested. Ooh, Turks can't quite come up with it. That would have been a top 10 catch right there if he would have brought that down.
It was almost there. That was.
I couldn't tell who it was.
I believe that was number 20 on the receiving end of that. Number 20 is none other than Breck Bush.
I say it hit his hands like he should have brought it down. It would have been a great catch.
Turks are not going to go for adventures in punting here. They are going to go for it.
Again, almost certainly you expect pass again. So here we go. They send a wide receiver left, a wide receiver right. To see.
Oh, they're going to blitz. They're going to blitz that outside linebacker.
Oh, no, it is a punt.
Well, okay, so we get a 20-yard punt.
There you go. Turks will give it back.
Maybe 25 on that.
There was a lot of chaos on the field there for a second.
Well, that's the right call there. 4th and 15 like that.
It caught Granite off guard. It's not the punting normally isn't the play that matters if you catch them off guard as much, but Granite very much caught off guard by the punt. Pretty decent. I know. I don't remember who it was, but a couple years ago, it was the quarterback for the Turks that always would punt it. We've never really had a pure punter.
Oh, we've had a couple good ones here.
We've had a couple.
We've had a couple good ones throughout the years.
Weston's been about our best kicker I can remember in recent years.
Oh, do you remember Omar Rocket Leg Valera?
No, I do not.
Yeah, he only kicked for 2 years.
As that one's eaten up by the Turks. Weston almost put in a pretty deep one in the bowl. He was very close.
All right, so now if I'm the coach, I'm looking, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that slant again over on the right side, just like they did the last time. So he has got to play a little bit tighter.
AJ Bombatch says 15 is a stud. Whether he's referring to Caden Keeler or Havario Adams,
he'd be right.
He's been right. I don't know which one you're for, AJ Bombatch, but I'll give you either one. Havario's impressed, and I know Caden Keeler is. Here's a throw. Can 15 come down with it? Oh, speaking of 15, he almost makes the spin catch there.
Yeah, that's Javario Adams again, and he almost got that. That was a nice outside shoulder throw. So Connor with another good throw.
His throws have been very good today. If that one would have been caught, I think Havario probably would have gone end zone.
And well, in Landon's defense there, the receiver didn't look for the ball to the last second. So Landon didn't know that the ball was on its way.
Yes.
Otherwise, he would have had a chance to turn and try to swat that ball out of the way. This is the right matchup. Landon has to be playing defense on Adams over there.
That one's dropped ball.
The Turks did not fall on it, but it's going to be 4th down coming up.
That'll be 4th and
4:38 left to go here in this second quarter. Still 14-8.
Be 4th and long, and now Granite in their own territory. We could see adventures in punting.
Well, there's.
Oh, I see. He's walking back. I can't quite see the number, but we're going to see a punt here from Granite.
Yeah, Caden Keeler gonna step back, and
he's warming up the leg. He's getting ready. So here we go. Who knows? I mean, you never know what you're going to get for punting. Hopefully we'll get something good, So he'll take the snap. The snap's a little low. Recovers, though. And that one gets about 15, 20. A good bounce. And the Turks will just let it die. As it puts the Turks back in their own territory.
It's always scary for me when these guys just get too close to the ball, when it's just running, when it's just running around like that.
All it takes is one bad bounce.
Bad bounce, and you never know. It was adventures in punting.
The spin.
I should make a shirt that says adventures in punting.
Intentional or not, the ball has a lot of strange spin on it during JV punting.
It does it on the varsity level too, and it does it on the college and pro level too.
I would say it may be a little bit more purposeful on those higher levels, though. But a solid punt to, you're getting more than 5 yards there. You give your defense just a little bit of space to just breathe, relax a little. Here we go. That one snapped. Hand off to Feltner. Ooh, he'll slide off one and about 3 or 4 yards there.
Yeah, Feltner in a cloud of dust.
There you go. Granite sideline very happy with that tackle, though.
Oh, that was a hit.
That was solid contact. He held on and drug him down.
I have a feeling with recent events, surrounding both of our football programs, that we may have a lot of varsity level players that are playing a JV game today. And that's fine. You know what? Let the guys play. We're here to play. We're here to play football.
So here we go. Caden Keeler trying to lead. 3 minute left drive. Will be up to Feltner again. Ooh. Driving well. Who's that? Number 11. Rayun Kahula? I pronounced that wrong. Great. He held onto that leg, and he did not let go, and it stopped Feltner right in his tracks.
Well, and Feltner needs just a split second more. Third and 4 coming up. That's a long 4. 3rd and long 4 coming up. And defense, you got to give some shout-outs to these guys on the front lines there. Number 64 just came out of the game. He was in on that play. That's James Morrison. Number 55 just went into the game, and that is Austin Hussein.
Little dump. That'll be a little dump off to Derek Feltner. He'll find himself some room. Oh, good little push
down
there.
To the 20-yard line, out of bounds with 2:12 left to go.
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, we're live. So getting some, doing some little bit of advertising.
And they can watch it on demand later.
Okay. Just doing a little bit. You gotta promote.
We gotta promote from within.
Yeah. Did a lot of promoting. Whenever out there, doing a tournament, always do a lot of.
And make sure you guys go in and hit that subscribe button. And if you have, please go down where you see that little money sign and hit that Super chat. Go in and make a donation to turkpride.tv.
So here we go. We get under the 2-minute mark. Turks again. Will be a little
Treadler around the end.
He's got room. Feltner gives him a block, and that looks like it's going to be a first there. If not, he's
probably about a half a yard
millimeter short. But a great sweep there.
I need to call a timeout here, buddy.
Yeah, they'll either call a timeout or they'll try to burn some more clock to make sure Granite has no time left. But I don't think they have Tom. Connors played a great game.
Well, and the Turks do get the ball to start the game. Second half. Yeah.
I believe. Dude, I don't think so.
We can't sing that song
I don't think so because I don't remember them doing their helmet push right at the start of the game, but I could be wrong. We'll see at that point as Tridler will go again. This time he won't get the handoff. Caden Keeler takes it. He'll throw one up. Ooh, almost intercepted there.
Other than stopping the clock there, that's the best thing that happened. Stopping the clock there, that's the best thing that happened there.
I think that was Javario Adams again, I want to say. If Javario had about one more inch on him, he would have been up there and he would have snagged that football. It was just on his fingertips. There we go, third and short.
I have a tip for you.
Turk's got to pick up the first down to keep their drive alive. And they're thinking end zone, but they got to actually.
Well, it's definitely 4-down territory.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. We hand off to Feltner, and that'll get the first down, giving Turks 4 more plays. 50 seconds, 4 more plays,
and
3 timeouts.
Probably a good time to call a timeout.
This is when I expect the first one. Or maybe
they have to stop the clock.
Yeah, maybe tell your chain gang to walk a little bit slower. As Turks will actually have an opportunity for another first down. Doubt that will come up, though.
There you go.
There's the timeout.
Yeah.
I think that'll be Turks. I want to say it was their second because I believe they called one earlier.
I did think, yeah. I think
no, they didn't because it was just the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, we thought they did, but I thought they had all three timeouts here.
This is certainly not the case, though. They'll talk it over now. 38 seconds left. Just about 4 downs. Because even if they pick up the first, it'll be,
Well, with all 3 timeouts, it's first down, so all your plays are open to you. And I realize they want to throw the ball here, but you got to give credit to the Granite Falls defense. They've been playing really, really tough.
They've been staunch for sure, and I think if I'm drawing a play, I'm expecting a Feltner giving the ball to Feltner.
Well, we'll see who comes out here.
Maybe a Caden keeper, but maybe not. So you got to keep that in the back pocket.
Remember now, this is the second time these teams have played, so they are well aware of the Caden keeper.
They've got a little bit of a familiarity with each other. As Turks and Granite run
I haven't seen Van Pelt run the ball a whole bunch, but Feltner in the backfield.
There we go. Take the snap. Keeler will keep it. It'll be a little dump off to Feltner. Feltner makes the first man miss. Steps over the second. Fighting for it. Gets thrown down, but a great gain there.
Yeah, that's going to be another timeout. I don't know.
And it will maybe be a first, if not.
It should be.
Well, now they're a couple yards short, it looks like.
It looks like, no, I think that they got the first down there. We'll find out here in just a second.
But a great job there by Feltner. That was quality running. That was quality running back. That wasn't. It's going to sound weird. It wasn't just running. He made a man miss, made a cut. That was good running back play.
They haven't moved the chains at all.
No, we're
2nd and 1 coming up. They say.
As Turks, one more timeout left.
2nd and 1.5.
Here we go. Turks come back out. Granite defense gets ready. Just 29 left on the clock. 2nd and 1.
Just one more timeout left for the Turks here.
I think the big thing's going to be defensive line, offensive line. Which one can win it out? Kane Keeler, Feltner in the backfield with them.
I'm going to put Tradler in motion, and I'm going to hand him the ball.
Let's see. Nope. They won't. It'll be a keeper to Caden. Caden looks like he's got the space. He's going to commit to it, and he runs it.
Caden keeper.
Woo!
1, 2, 3.
Touchdown, Turks. We'll work. Not as natural as the first time. The first time, it was such a good play. We had to.
We had to do it, but we'll work on it.
We'll work on it. Had a great job. Doesn't take away a great job. Turks with 24 seconds. Now they'll have a chance to put themselves up 2.
So good job calling the play on that. You called the Caden keeper there,
Caden.
didn't you?
I made a mention to it. Maybe we'll go back and check the tape on our scoreboard of play calls. Me 1, you 100.
Well, the Turks have some things to clean up on defense at halftime.
Yes.
And we've got some definitely got some defensive adjustments to make.
For sure, got to be careful. You never know what you're getting for JV, but Connor for Granite, he's got an arm. And they've got number 15 there who can catch. I mean, you got a dangerous dude. You got a man who can throw and a man who can catch him. That's about all you can ask for in football.
Well,
So here we go. Caden, handoff. No, Caden will keep again. Caden, is he able to reach it? It looks like they'll call him short.
He's just short, and we're going to be tied.
Tied up, 24 seconds left.
And when these two teams meet at the JV level, that's, well, normally on the varsity level too. These are usually pretty close games.
As will probably be the final score entering halftime, but you never know what can happen. 24 seconds, anything can happen. All you need is one play to break. But Turks will be able to go off, bring out the kickoff unit, not the kickoff return. The kickoff unit you much more prefer to have out there.
Go to the center.
All right, Windmill Stresso kickoff for the Turks coming up. And Tradliner is going to line up to, Hunter Tradliner is going to line up to kick off for the Turks.
I mean, if he gives us another one like that first one, we'd be in for a treat. So here we go. Number 10, Hunter Tradliner gets back. Turks get ready for their signature chant.
Granite Falls putting their players out there,
A little bit farther back.
Yeah, they went a little further back this time than last time.
They got Havario Adams. Havario Adams. So here we go. Good kick there. That one, Adams returns. Ooh, bobbles it, but able to immediately pick it back up. Going to try to find himself some room, but taken down.
Feltner there to take him down with 17 seconds left to go in the half.
Good job. Havario Adams missed it the first time, but a great recovery. He made it almost look purposeful. But 17 seconds, Turks. If I'm the Turks, try to keep Kane Keeler back there and just try to go big play prevention.
Well, the whole idea here is, with 17 seconds to go, don't get beat deep.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him. He's taking a couple steps. He's 15 yards. He's almost 15 yards back, and I'd be probably standing at now he's back to 10 again.
11's right there with him as well. He's got both of his corners right there with him. Ooh, as we're gonna see
That's going to be a illegal procedure on Granite Falls there.
What exactly? I missed exactly what happened.
Well, they had too many guys in the backfield.
How many guys are you allowed to have in the backfield?
Including the receivers is 5.
Oh.
So, well, you got the quarterback, you got the 2 running backs, and then you got 2 receivers that are usually on the end.
Mm-hmm.
They can't cover up. They both can't be.
Here we go. We'll see another.
Well, he just took a knee there and said,
he took a knee. Oh, I missed that completely. I thought it was a false start. No, just take a knee.
It was illegal. It was a legal procedure.
And then the knee. I thought that second play was something else. As here we go. Time will just wind down, and we enter halftime 14-14. We've got a barn burner.
Well, we've got a tie ball game. Go figure, huh? And we're gonna put some funky music on for you, and we're all gonna take a break, and we'll be back here in 10 minutes.
See you then.
All righty. Hey, welcome back, everybody. All
Welcome.
7 of you.
Oh, yeah, welcome. Well, we're happy, streaming to one. At least that's one person who couldn't be here.
Yeah, you know what? It's all good, and I bet you we have some friends out there watching it on demand.
Watching on demand. Also, we've got, it's getting the producers the experience.
Yeah, well, it gives me the experience to call a game, and
Gonna put this on my resume.
and one thing I love is I sure love my TurkPride.tv. It doesn't matter what sport it is. You can talk me into
Do
it.
it. Oh yeah, I got a text message yesterday. Oh, forgot there was a game. You want to be there? I'm like, well, yeah, I guess I will be.
Yeah.
So here I am.
Well, the first couple of years, I did over 100 streams. First couple of years, I did every single soccer game, basketball game, football game, baseball game, softball game. I did them all. and I didn't do any volleyball. I've never really. I've been on the air once for a brief moment for volleyball. We've always had, your dad was here to
Yeah.
do.
Jin Moon's been here
Yeah,
for a long time.
they do the volleyball, and I kind of let that be their.
Their domain.
Not that I wouldn't enjoy it or that I
Mm.
didn't want to do it. It's just, you know what, I got to share. I got to share the joy that I get from Turk Pride.
And that, I mean, that's how you get the name Voice of the Turks, by
And,
doing 100+ streams.
Well, and I believe I'm. It's been 10 years now, and for a couple of years I only did 10 or 15 streams, per year, and then I do the wrestling, the wrestling tournament every year. And last year was the first time I've missed a Sky Valley wrestling tournament since 2006.
Did we have the Sky Valley Wrestling Tournament last year? Because we didn't
We
have.
did not.
We didn't have a wrestling team.
We didn't have a tournament. There were no tournaments last year.
Yes, that's what I figured.
So that's the first. That's the first one I have not been to in 18 years. We didn't have one. I only started streaming in 2011. Was when I finally when I started streaming the wrestling tournaments, and I didn't want to do it before that because I had my oldest boy was a wrestler, and then I stuck with it when my younger boy was a wrestler here, and I got to call his matches, and that was always a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
And win or lose, I was always proud of him. He was a young man that overcame a lot of adversity to achieve some success at the wrestling level. So.
Oh yeah, he was. He did a lot of sport. He was cross country. He did wrestling. He did track, right?
He did track
He did
too.
track.
When his hips gave out his senior year, and he couldn't run anymore. So after cross country his senior year, he started throwing, and that's why he was the most improved. Every week he improved by 2 or 3 feet at one of his throwing events, and so it was good, and I'm glad that he enjoyed his time and his training him for cross country. One summer we did over 25 5Ks.
Ooh. So I got
every weekend for like 25 weeks in a row. We did one.
my older brother and my younger brother. They're both runners. They enjoy running. They did running. I'm an okay runner. If I tried, I think I could be pretty
Well,
okay.
that's
not my thing though.
But that's Jack, and Jack is not human.
No,
So-
that's Jack and Nicholas. I've sort of got the genes a little bit. Because just when I do the natural mile, I could tell I
All
could
right.
be better. But
Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up, and I guess the Turks did not get the. That's going to go out of bounds. Don't let it go out of bounds.
tried for maybe a little bit of onside there, but that'll be a flag on the Turks.
There's a flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Anybody who plays Madden knows. Madden 2020 knows where that comes from.
I didn't know if you were referencing that, but that's where my mind went to.
If there's a game that I play, it's Madden.
That's
I'll tell you.
I don't know how many songs are in that game, but I think that one plays every other song.
The flag
on the play. Oh my goodness.
I do have Madden 21.
I don't know. I don't remember I think I either played 21 or 20.
Yeah, and I don't know how many times I play franchise where I've won the Super Bowl. So
I've been playing since Madden 11. That's where my Madden started.
Yeah, well, I've been playing since 2004.
It beat me by a little bit.
Well, I remember playing Madden 96. So on a Sega Genesis.
The oldest I've gone is I played 07. That's the oldest I've ever played.
The things we talk about in the middle of a JV game.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, we're just waiting for him to set up.
Oh,
Why
the flag was against. There was an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Really?
Like.
Oh.
So I mean, they brought that.
Yeah, it should be at the. I mean, we're 15 yards back, or we're about 15 yards back. I think it normally gets put on about the 40 for a penalty.
It does. So.
Well.
So there was some kind of. It's first and 10. So there was some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct there.
Anyways.
They're going to throw the ball to the right.
Yeah. You watch him. He knows it. Oh, well, no, they'll go. Handoff. Eaten up in the backfield. Gets great job there from the Turks.
Who was that masked
I don't
man? Oh, Tradler.
One of them got back there. And
it was Hunter that got back there, and then Aiden Masterjohn was there to clean it up.
It's not. You can't always do it yourself. He couldn't quite put the stop on him, but he put the emergency brake on him, and then the rest of the Turks swarmed in for the finish.
Alrighty.
There we go. Second and about 11 here. I mean, I still got this about one-on-one here with Adams. He almost gets
There
the
he
false
goes,
start
there he
from the
goes.
Turks. Rifles it again. Caught.
Still caught it.
Wow. Caden Keeler was real close to breaking that one up, but Adams, who has been either 15 was about to make a play right there, and it turned out to be Adams.
I tell you, that slant's been there. That slant's been there all day, and that's Javario Adams. Connor throws it to Javario Adams, and I can't quite read the last name on this roster, so his name's Connor, guys.
Javario. Is Javario? Probably Javario. No, you don't. You never know. If we're butchering it, someone will correct us eventually. Here we go. Snap to Connor. He'll pitch it over. He's got a little bit of room. Can the Turks run him down? Pick up the first. Got a little bit more until finally forced out of bounds there, led by Tradler.
Well, that's our friend, Spencer Schilling. 5'6" bowling ball, sophomore. I'll tell you. Bing, bing, bing.
Right there. He didn't get much hitting there, as he had so much open space. So here we go. So they'll put Javario. They'll put Javario.
Well, they're going to see
side.
now. The slant's there because they're playing so deep.
Take the snap. Here we go. They'll go handoff though this time, and once again that hand up off the middle. The Turks have been there every time.
Yeah, well, and Master John was there, and Van Pelt was there.
The entire defensive line was there.
Yeah, even Caden Keeler was there on that.
I
Finish that
think I
off.
may have been there, honestly. At that time, I got caught up in it. Everyone was there. So 32 will come in. 80 thinks he's going out.
Nope, they bring
It's
Adams
coming out. Granite Falls eventually figures out. They make about 20 rotations. So probably expect to run here. Then Javario, quite clearly the most accomplished receiver here for Granite.
This is, in the pros that'd be 12 men in the huddle, but no, it's fine.
Here at Granite though, after they started in that formation with a lot of people in the backfield, but have switched to a shotgun. So here we go. Number 8 will run for it, breaks free, finds himself some room, eventually gets taken down there, just short of the first down.
Nice tackle by Tradler.
It was a great tackle, a great run, a great tackle. That's just a good football play. If I wasn't secretly biased for one, well, not secretly. If I wasn't biased for one team, that should be good football play.
Well, we're not secretly biased.
See, I said secretly. Listen, I'm not secretly biased. I'll try to be fair, but
my favorite food is a donut. My name is Homer. Don't.
Ooh, we'll get a whistle. It's going to be a timeout on who?
Well, that's the Turks called. The Turks called timeout there.
Timeout Turks. That's 3rd and 2 here.
They've got to get something. They've got to get something cleaned up.
They got to put the brakes on the. Granite's pushing. They've only not even spent 3 minutes yet of this third quarter. The start of the second half.
Just these 10-minute JV quarters just.
They go by quick.
Now, what did we do for varsity? It's 12,
12.
Right?
It's only 2 minutes, but I feel like
all of a sudden we're at 7 minutes. I'm like, we're almost halfway to the end of the quarter.
7 minutes, okay, and then 2 plays happen. I look up and there's a minute left, and I'm like, oh, okay, well.
And I'm okay. I'm okay with less time, but I just kind of like
it. It's only 8 minutes overall, but if the length it adds to the game is immeasurable. Here we go. As we wait, see Scott Sifferman, athletic director, pacing down. Who knows? Probably doing some important business.
We'll see how we're doing here. Coming up. Well, we got 11 people watching.
I think shout out to whoever that Granite man was who was telling some people.
Yeah, he got some of our Granite Falls friends out there. Welcome to the broadcast. You boys are playing well.
It's been a great game. Here we go. Granite will take the ball. Hand off to 29. It'll actually be a keeper. He breaks the Turk. Oh, no, he's holding on. Oh, pardon me. Tradler would not let go.
He was traddling on, I'll tell you.
I thought he broke him. It was a great move. It would have been a perfect move if Tradler didn't have hands made of glue.
Yeah, I know they've taken Stickum out of the games, but, boy, he
was taking
Hunter was hunting the quarterback there, I'll tell you.
They may want to do a pitcher check in the MLB on his gloves. So here we go. 3 men out left here.
They're gonna go to that slant again. It's wide open.
Here we go. Take the ball back. Looks right. Throws to Havario. Havario will just stop this time. Oh, and he's got the moves. Breaks one. Jukes Keeler, and he's in. Touchdown. Granite Falls. That was a good move by Havario Adams. They ran him on a little bit of a curl. He caught it and they just let the wizard work his magic, you know?
Well, I called the play, by the way. I just wanted it known to the
Another
world. I
scoreboard.
wanted to know to all 11 listeners that I called the play that they were going to run
I would
right
say
there.
we'd have a scoreboard, but you'd be beating me by so much. I don't know if it would really matter.
I'm usually right about
I
90% of the time on what play's coming.
I called about one Caden keeper. But here we go. 6-point lead now for Granite. They'll go for 2-point. These 2-point conversions, less gimmies than PATs. So this is really, a lot where the game can be decided.
Well, and if he goes up on him on that, we'll watch the play here. They're going to run it again.
So, no, they'll get a handoff, but this one looks eaten up. He's fighting, though. It looks like,
No, that's
Turks don't let that happen.
yeah,
For a brief second,
Jonathan Van Pelt in there to block that up.
they got him. He got one step where he started pushing forward, but then the Turks.
All right, now it's time. I think it's time to you got to execute. You got to open up your playbook a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta make something happen.
So we've got to get some help to our corner over there.
It's a hard job.
It is a hard job, and I'll tell you that young man,
Havario Adams.
I'll tell you, he's
been impressive.
yeah, and it's just pitch and catch and go, and you've got to recognize what's coming, and you got to at least tackle him when he catches it.
Tackling. I mean,
Of course, now we've been talking about this on the college level lately and on the pro level quite a bit with the Seahawks. So,
tackling? I thought there was more to it. I was just talking about tackling.
I'm talking about defensive passing, defensive back play.
Defensive back play is that, I would say, generally the biggest point of contention for Seahawks.
Well,
Richard Sherman making back his NFL.
And you might even want to put a new safety out there and move Caden Keeler over to one of the quarters on the other side of Landon. And I realize he's a safety, and he makes sure that's safe.
At some point, you just got to put your best player versus best player, though. As here we go, Feltner returns that. Look to see what he can do. He had a good return to start, and he's got himself some space. Does he have the speed? Oh, 34. Who's that? Oh, that's Gavin. Was that?
No, that's number 34. That is.
Oh, that's Guzman.
Guzman Diaz.
Sorry, that's Guzman Diaz.
He is a junior.
He saved the touchdown there. I mean, there's no if he's not able to sprint him down there, it's over. I mean, a great return, a great tackle. Feltner's done very well on the kickoff returns today. Turk Tower's shaking. Who knows what's happening?
Who knows what's happening upstairs, huh?
My.
Be safe up there, guys.
Probably not an earthquake, but let you know if it is. I'm getting the call. I can hear the call from Coach Bush. Blow the doors off. Ooh, as Caden Keeler gets sacked. Probably a good decision to not throw it there.
Well, that's
maybe
number 70 for Granite Falls. Joshua.
What number?
Joshua,
what number was he?
70. In on the sack there.
Well, I'll take it. Joshua Backe?
We ain't going there.
It's definitely bag than something.
If it was a varsity game, I would figure it out, but
Can't have a GSC and a K all next to each other and me be able to pronounce it. But anyways, Turk's second and long. I mean, second and looks like by about 20 or 19.
Van Pelt in the backfield.
Yes. I'll have to look to make up a lot of yardage. They'll hand it off to him. Can he find himself some space just a tiny bit? Fights for just about 3 or 4 yards. So a third and very long here for the Turks. Oh, the rest will take a yard from him. So you go. Turks will meet up. Caden Keeler gets the play call. Sprints back out.
5 minutes to go here in the second period.
We're
Turks down 20-14.
Been a great game. Granite Falls looked great. The Turks have looked great. Just left hope for a tight finish, you know? It's what we deserve so far. Here we go. Caden Keeler. Look pass. He'll roll out. No, he'll be a dump off to Jonathan. Jonathan, how much room can he create? Gets a little bit of blocks, but only gets about a yard there, if even.
Now, I wonder if this is 4-down territory.
I mean, in the opposing field, the 46 down. I would say probably go for it.
4th and 15 here.
I think.
Oh, they're gonna go for it.
I think you got to go for it because I think the gain you get from the punt is not.
Well,
is
I know
not worth
our adventures in punting. We've only punted once today.
Yes, Granite has one punt. We have one punt. Both of them, fine. Nothing crazy.
Oh.
So here we go. 2 men out
Coming,
left here
they're
for
going
the
to send
Turks.
6.
It'll be a dump off. Jonathan makes one. Oh, that's Feltner. Never mind. Feltner makes one. Wins. He's got a little bit of room. Does he have enough room to the corner?
He's going to make it for the first down.
It's close. I say give it to him. The refs will put him at the 30, and that's a first down, Turks.
That's good for a Turks. First down.
That was incredible by Feltner. He played the defense perfectly just to give himself enough room to barely get that first down. Honestly, I thought the play was dead as soon as they dumped it off. I thought he was going to get caught. But Feltner will go out. We'll have Jonathan
Van Pelt back into the game for the Turks.
So here we go. What do the Turks look for here? Jonathan in the backfield. Receiver left, receiver right. Will be a handoff to Jonathan. Can he find any room? He can find a couple. And he gets the dog pile. Turks go to push, and that's a decent gain. You know, you take 3 yards.
And the Tigers were clawing at that ball on that.
They were going for it.
The paws were out and the claws were extended on that. But the Turks, they were able to scimitar their way into
it's a little bit
for
harder
a
to make a
real.
Turk pun, you know.
We can make a lot of Turk puns, but they're not as fun as a Tiger pun.
Able to ottoman their way in.
Oh.
There was no joke there.
We're going to go on a magic carpet ride here.
Oh, that's a good one. There you go. There we go. 2nd and 6.
Caden Keeper coming up.
I think so. Taking the backfield to throw it down. Turks had a little bit of space. Ooh, fights for it. I couldn't quite tell who was that.
Yeah, that was Matthew Agnew.
There you go.
5'8", 145-pound freshman.
There you go.
Coach Garth McDicken should be out there recruiting wrestlers right there.
It's weird because you say that about everyone.
Well,
it's almost like you want everyone to wrestle.
Well, yeah, I know Chaz Bush, who's on the varsity squad, and he's a basketball player, and I know Breck Bush is a basketball player, and I wish they were wrestlers.
Words from the wrestling commentator. And did you ever coach wrestling?
I did.
I was pretty sure. I didn't want to presume. As here we go, fake handoff to Jonathan Keeler. He's going to keep. He will. Does he have himself enough room?
He's going
be short.
He's going to be short by about a half a foot.
Yes, but so we'll
third down coming up.
4th down coming up.
Oh, we got fourth and a yard coming up.
4th and a yard. So. I mean, they're going for it no matter what. The question will be
Keeler needs to go under center on this and just
sneak it in.
Lean over and make it happen.
I expect it'll
probably be a Caden Keeper up the middle.
Caden Keeper. I'm going to go Jonathan handoff to the right.
Okay, well, let's wait till they
form up.
till they line up so we can see what
we'll give
the
us 2
formation.
points on the scoreboard if we get it before the formation. We have a former coach guessing and someone who's occasionally watches football, who watches Sunday football. So here we go.
So I think Van Pelt's going to go through the whole first, and it's going to be a Caden Keeper.
Here we go. Hand off.
Nope.
No, they'll keep it with Van Pelt, and he gets it easily about 4 or 5 yards there. Moving the chains. Good for a Turk first down.
That's good for a Turk first down. 30 seconds to go.
Only 30 seconds as Turks are driving. If they keep this momentum, they should be able to find the end zone, and then we'll be in
Now we got 16 people watching now.
We could be up for an exciting fourth quarter. It's also getting colder out
Well,
here.
I'm one of the 16, so
Well, it's also getting a little bit colder out here.
Yeah, well, it is a little chilly out.
This will
This is a crisp fall night.
Yes, I guess it is fall now. It's the Turks set up. I don't think they'll get this playoff.
I believe it's 144 days till spring training.
Yeah. As the Turks will get the snap off. Here we go. Throw deep. Does he have his man? Not quite.
Well, that was
Caden Keeler too. Was that
Matthew Agnew.
Was it to Agnew? It
was Agnew.
A pretty good throw. Wasn't quite there, but for a last play, trying to get it off right before the end of the third.
Well, they could have ran around for 30 seconds, and the time could have been at 0 for all that mattered. So we're gonna go the other direction for the rest of the game. Darn it!
Yeah, we had a great view, but we'll have a good fourth quarter. Turks will be looking at a 2nd and 10, just about 18 yards.
So defensively, you've got to figure out a way to stop that slant.
You got to Adams. Adams has
the slant to Adams has been killing us, and then of course who was number 32 now?
32 was it Gavin?
Gavin.
Was
yeah,
Gavin 32? One of them was Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin was 32, and Connor's the quarterback.
Connor, what number's Connor?
Number 8.
Number 8. Connor. Oh yeah, I understand. It looks like Gillen, but that's hard to tell because that fourth letter is just completely
It could be an
gone.
I.
It could be Gillian. It could be Gillen. Who knows?
Yeah, it's just so everybody out there watching knows that one of the Granite Falls parents was nice enough to give us a roster that had been in there, folded up in their car.
Yeah, it was a. Appreciate the roster.
And it's better that I tell you what, we're so excited to have names and numbers, even if it is on the opposing team.
Yes, we've got ours. Even then, actually, we don't have completely everyone on ours. We got most of them.
We know who they are.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've also, if we need, we got the Kashmir roster, from the other side in case they show up for a triple threat football match. You never know what you're gonna get out.
It's a cage match.
It's the Undertaker.
It's a cage match between the Kashmir Bulldogs and the Sultan Turks and the. All right, so
I thought there was an Amber Alert going off. I think it was there to our producers.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Turks.
Here we go. Oh, whistles.
The officials are going to be stopping the clock here for just a moment.
Oh, we have a flag.
We got 12 men on the field on. Got 12 men on the field on Granite Falls, I believe.
It's 55 running off here for Austin Hustin. I can't read that last name. Was their freshman? I could tell he was a freshman. And man, I was hoping he may have gotten some action. I may have just missed it.
Oh, he's been rotating. He's been rotating in the whole game.
I've been I just saw him early. I thought I liked that guy. So here we go. Kane takes the ball back. Look to give it to Jonathan. Will roll out instead. Throw it up. Is that good? Incomplete, I think. He's not able to fall down with it. Barely, almost.
Well, you're in 4-down territory. There's nothing wrong with doing that again there.
You got yourself 5 yards for the 12 men. You're not in as much in depth. Instead of looking at a 2nd and 10, you're looking at a 2nd and 5. So here we go.
Yeah, it's be 3rd and 5 coming up. Oh, 2nd.
No, we'll get a penalty
against the Turks. It's going to be a
hold, or something, I guess.
It's been pass interference or something.
Who knows? Well, it's a penalty against the Turks.
That's of the 15-yard variety, so it must have been a personal foul of some kind.
Well, that puts the Turks a little bit farther back, and they gotta make something happen.
But it's still it can't be a personal foul because it's still 2nd down. So maybe it was a hold or pass interference. A 15-yard variety. That's tough.
But here we go. It'll be a handoff. Who's that? That's Tradlener. He'll find himself just some space.
Well, he's gonna pick up. He's gonna pick up about 8 yards there. That's really good. Makes it.
So there we go. A couple of yards.
Oh, was that a loss?
No, it was about 3 or 4 yards.
So third and 16 coming up. Yeah, he was at.
You ought to be looking for. You either gotta cut left and try to give yourself some space, or go for the pass. One or the other, because you need a bigger play. You got two downs to work with.
Well, you might want to look at a wide receiver screen to the left here.
It'll be Jonathan in the backfield, Kane Keeler with them. Two receivers out left here for the Turks. Tradliner lined up in his usual spot. They'll just take it back. Kane Keeler looking, gets a throw up. Almost caught, not able to quite get down with it. And it'll be a long fourth down here for the Turks.
Well, and they're obviously gonna go for it. Now, you want to try to see if you can get half the yardage back there, and make it a 4th and 10 instead of a fourth and 16 is what we're looking at. So now you know that this is where they're gonna go. So they're gonna blitz.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a blitz coming. So you almost want to. I would almost go with the screen pass here just because, but
they've had mixed results on the screens. They've either been really good or Kane's been sacked. About the two extremes you can get on here for the Turks. So here we go. Two receivers out left. Jonathan in the backfield. Tradliner set up.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And
the slant would be open here if he could just get time to get it. But they're not going to throw. They're going to throw another fade again.
Here we go. That one's up. He's open. Is he able to get the ball there? 81, not able to come down with it.
That's a good. That was the slant was open, just like I said there.
Turks, a little bit of heartbreak as
Luke Buckman was on the receiving end of that.
Very close. The Turks, a little bit of heartbreak, not able to come down with the touchdown. Be 14-20. Granite up by 6, and we'll get the ball back here
with 8:47 left to go.
They've got a chance not only to take off the clock, but also make it a 2-score game. Try to put it.
But you got to give Kane. He gave his teammate a chance to make a play, and you
need a chance.
And they're gonna throw another slant.
See what he can do. Oh well, no, it'll be a motion handoff. Turks able to get out there. It's 8 yards there for Granite.
Yeah, that was a good play.
They had all that open room out to the right, and they just used it. So here we go. Now a short second down. Now you have the option where you can feel real confident if you want in running that slant because you're in a prime position to pick up a first down if you need to. Here we go. Motion another man out. Ready to receive. Turks have to be ready.
It's so open. That slant is going
to see, will they run the slant? They're sending in a wide receiver a little bit farther to the right on that outside. Motion. Oh, that's going to be a false start.
Yeah, false start on the Tigers there.
Number 16 there got his feet moving a little early.
Nathan Anderson goes 6 foot, 135 pounds, sophomore.
He got his feet moving there. I mean,
No, the Turks need a big play here. They need a turnover. They need something to help them here.
That gives the Turks a little bit of breathing room. Is now instead of a 2nd and 1, the Granite needs to look to get some yardage for themselves. So here we go. Oh, so here we go. Havario Adams right down there, number 11 for the Turks. Landon Bauer look pretty alone with him.
Here he goes. Going to go do it again.
And Havario comes down with it. Landon able to bring him down. Oh, eventually gets help, and they're able to bring him down. Havario fighting.
So that was a really, really Adams faked the slant on that. Mm-hmm. He faked it. So that's the progression of that play. You fake the slant, you get the corner to bite, and then you go out in the flat, and that's what they did there. So that was a good setup on the play. Unfortunately for the Turks, the Turks really need to cause a turnover here.
They need to put up a heroic stop or something. So here we go. See a little bit more. I mean, they got 2 wide receivers. Maybe a little bit more help here on Adams. Take it inside. Be that shovel pass that they like, and Turks gobble that one up.
Well, that was Aiden Masterjohn.
And he read that one.
6'1", 150-pound sophomore.
That play's been iffy for Granite. That time falls more on the worst side of the spectrum.
5-yard loss, almost a 5-yard loss on that. A 4-yard loss on that.
I mean, that's the kind of play the Turks need because now they got him in a 2nd and long. You can start pushing him back.
Well, see, the problem with playing press coverage as a corner is Adams will be, if you play press, he gets past you.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're going to take a little bit of a bad snap, able to recover, though, to go for the quarterback keeper, and Turks hold them back. We're going to take him to
a host of Turks there to take Connor down.
There we go.
And
that's a little bit what the Turks need. A little bit of a bad snap, a good recovery by Connor, but now
Jacob Fettig in there on the stop.
I feel the Turks. You got to be careful about that pass, but you could feel a little bit more confident in the fact they don't have as many options. All of our producers have I'm sure they're doing something important.
It just got suddenly quiet in here.
Yeah,
I lost all but one producer to the.
Oh, it's another bad snap. That one's on the ground. He's able to fall on it. Turks.
That's a break for the Turks. It makes it 4th down. Now, it's 5:52. If they risk a play here and it doesn't go through, you give the Turks the ball in good field position.
Yeah, you have to be very careful.
But, you line up. You do that. You do the slant and fake it to the outer play, but it looks like Adams is going to line up. It looks like they're going to line up to punt here.
They will. I mean, presumably a fake won't happen.
No, it's 4th and 20. 4th and 21. Adventures in punting coming.
Here we go. Good snap. Take it. Oh, Turks, block it.
He blocked it.
Turks, or fall on it. Oh, the Turks.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's going to be Turk ball. So somehow somebody got in there and blocked that punt. And who was that man?
I couldn't tell. So the snap was a little lofty, and it took.
I thought it was number 70, Jacob Fettig, that got in there. Yeah, that's him.
Wow. So the snap was lofty. It didn't get there very quick to the punter. So by the time the punter got it, Turks were already there.
And the Turk defender stopped, and he didn't go because he didn't want to get a roughing the kicker penalty.
Yes.
And the ball still hit him.
Yeah, I got very nervous he was going to dive into that kicker.
And this is when I talk about adventures in punting. you talk about what could have given them a first down while roughing the punter penalty right there. But the Turks are going to line up with 5:07 left to go and a chance to tie the game here. Van Pelt up the middle. Going to be good for 6 or 7 yards. My depth perception is not the best, guys. That's why I have Seth here, but of course...
I can't tell much more.
Of course, I'm the one that seems to get a little closer on that stuff. But it's okay, that was good for 5 or 6 yards, so 2nd and 5 coming up. If you don't have to throw the ball here. Not that we can't. But, Van Pelt hit that hole hard, and Van Pelt reads the holes very well.
So here we go. Motion there. 83 will be the handoff to Van Pelt. He finds himself some room. Won't find the touchdown, but that's a huge run.
So you can hear the crowd going crazy because Van Pelt's going to be down at about the 5-yard line. So I tell you, I told you, he finds that hole.
He's been very impressive.
Is he the one limping, though?
Ooh, hopefully not. I mean, he had a pretty strong collision down there fighting for his yards, but it'll be 1st and goal here for the Turks.
Well, if you're going to do a Caden keeper, this is when you fake it to Van Pelt, and you do the Caden keeper here just to see if you can get in.
Here we go. Man on the motion. A handoff. No, they'll
Van
give it to
Pelt
Van
up
Pelt.
The middle.
Is he in?
Touchdown!
It looks like he is. Touchdown, Turks! Beautiful job. It'll be 20-23, 38 left.
But there's 3:38 still left on the clock.
That's a lot of time.
And I'll tell you, Connor and Javario Adams have been hooking up quite a lot.
They've been good.
They have been exposing the weakness for the Turks on defense.
We also get the big thing here. You have a 2-point conversion for the Turks. If they get it, they put themselves in a winning position. A failure still keeps them tied, though.
Yeah, well, this is pretty important. If the Turks can get a 2-pointer here, and I tell you what, Van Pelt has been
hot.
Now they've changed the defensive lineman. If you can see, their quarterback is lined up right on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, well, you can put your best players in. As here we go, Caden takes in the shotgun, a little low. Is that the keeper? It is. Can he bounce to the outside? It's close. He'll have to die for it. I do not think he
didn't
got
make
it. Though. He was trying to beat him to the outside, but the Tigers did a great job of making sure he couldn't.
Now, I do not know JV rules about overtime.
Neither do I. I don't know if there is one.
I don't know if they play overtime. It would, and a tie is like ties are lame. We won't. In today's day and age, I won't say what it's like.
I think ties in the NFL a little cool, but JV football game, I want to see a winner.
Yeah.
Even if I want to see the Turks win, but even if it's not the Turks, I want to see someone win.
Plenty of time on the clock. Connor and Javario and Gavin have shown their ability, their big play ability. So where do we go from here? Nothing.
Where do we go from here? We go to a very tight game. I can hear the cheerleaders. Oh, they're the Turks.
Oh, well, so we got some fans up there.
Oh, we do.
We got a student section here.
We got a little bit of a student section going. There you go.
So now you got to play your best. Now you got to play your best defense. So what adjustments, if any, do the Turks make on defense to try to either get the ball back or to keep them from scoring?
I'm no football coach, but I'm sitting there. I'm pulling out my playboard. I'm saying someone stop.
Well,
15.
you've got to put your athletes to somewhere to make a play.
Yes.
And you have to move some people around. And when you're coaching on the sidelines, sometimes you just don't think about that stuff. And you've got your players in their positions, and you train them all week long, and sometimes it's hard to have a guy change.
That'll be an offside on the Turks.
Offside on the Turks on that. Yep. They did the same thing last week.
Yeah. I didn't realize that was that's a kill to play penalty. Is it an offsides, is it?
Yeah, it is on a kickoff.
It is on kickoff. You never know. Some of them are applied after, some of them are kill to plays. I guess that makes sense. It'd be a kill to play. It would almost be unsafe if it. I understand why. Now that I think about it, otherwise you could just say something. That makes sense. Otherwise you could just camp someone down there in theory. There you go. Turks 5 yards farther back. Now, in the grand scheme of things, who knows? But 5 yards. When you're going for the win.
Now, Tradler's had himself one whale of a game.
He's had a leg.
He has been
offense, but his special teams.
He's played well on defense. He's played well on offense. He's played well on special teams.
Here we go. That one's a pretty good one there. That one fielded well by Granite, trying to make something happen. Turks form the dog pile though.
That's going to be at the 45-yard line with 3:31 left to go. So, hang on to your seats. Hang on to your seats, sports fans. We have a barn burner going on.
3:30.
Connor from Granite Falls is going to do the best he can to do a Peyton Manning / Tom Brady impersonation here.
I'd go. My microphone's up there. I'd go with Tom Brady. Tom Brady actually recently the all-time passing leader now.
Yep. Here it comes.
Here we go.
If this is not set up for a slant, I don't know what is.
Maybe they go handoff, but I'm thinking Adams right there, one-on-one. That's what you're looking for. And here we go, slant. Oh, blocked at the line.
Almost picked off too.
Oh my! Speaking of Tom Brady, I think they about Tom Brady ruled
I
him right
wonder
there.
if they've told Landon to follow Javario wherever he goes. Well, we'll find out here on the next play.
Just speaking of Tom Brady, I think Tom Brady ruled right there. They got it on his arm on the way up.
I thought it was.
It may have been tipped as well. It's hard. It's a little hard to tell.
Well, you know what? This is hashtag Turks first.
I just like to call it the Tom Brady rule because I think it'd be a little funny.
The tuck rule.
The arm moving forward rule.
Yeah.
So here we go. Once again, they have them. They have an extra receiver down there now, but Landon Bauer. That's where you're looking. Immediately looks that way. They got him on the streak, but no, this will be a slant broken up.
Broken up there. 31
Beautiful
on.
job.
31, number 31 for the Turks on Gavin there. Matthew Agnew with a good job on the defensive play.
Landon Bauer as well did a
Now
great job of
just
covering that streak.
3:21 now, so they haven't taken any time off the
No,
clock.
they've taken 10 seconds or so.
So if the Turks can hold and get the ball back, they'll have at least 3.5. They'll have at least about 3 minutes here because now they have to throw.
Mm-hmm.
The Turks will have 3 minutes to see if they can get the ball down and see if they can get it down the sidelines and down to a score.
Like I said, on that one, Landon Bauer, while the play wasn't drawn up to go to Vario, he did a great job on that streak where he would have had him tied up there. As here we go. They'll line up in this formation they started the game in. They're looking for pitch for 32. They had great success last time, but that was on the ground. They're going for it. Turk picked it up. He's going sideline. One man to beat. Can his blocker get there? He's foot race.
Touchdown!
Turk! What a wow.
Tradliner with the touchdown. Wait a minute. Haven't seen any hands go up yet. They said he went out at the 5, I believe.
But it doesn't matter. It's going to be a Turk football. An unfortunate switch as the pitch from Connor lands at the feet. Miscommunication on someone. And the Turks scoop it up.
That was Tradliner. I told you he has been Mr. Everything for the Turks tonight.
He's been the utility. He's been what has he not been so far?
Okay. Now, this time I want to do the Caden Keeper up the middle. But I'm going to hand the ball off.
Well, that was on the opposite side for the Turks where so little time was taken off. A quick touchdown gives Granite plenty of time. So here we go, Caden in the backfield. Be a handoff. It'll be a keeper. No, it looks like a real handoff in that one. Are they saying touchdown or they're saying short? I know Turks called touchdown, but of course they always think it's a touchdown, but it'll be about a yard short.
All right.
I mean,
well, then another nice run by Van Pelt up the middle.
I mean, the team trying to score the touchdown, saying touchdown means
nothing
almost
wrong. You should be in no hurry to run a play here. Absolutely not.
The Granite Fall mistake of not running any time may set themselves up a little bit on the mistake.
They can still get a first down here, I believe.
No, it's second and goal.
Is it second and goal?
Yeah,
okay.
They got it within the 5. Here we go. Handoff. Eaten up. Not even a chance about it. That was a great play there by Granite. That offensive front.
So for me, I would fake another handoff to Van Pelt, and Caden's been going to the left quite a bit. Mm-hmm. I would have him go to the right this time. I would fake the handoff and do a rollout to the right. I would student body left, but they didn't. They're not going to. They're going to go student body right here. It's going to be on the 5-yard line, so loss of 4 on that. There he goes!
Caden.
Touchdown, Turk!
Caden Keeler, that gate.
Caden Keeler on the rollout to the right.
I mean, do we? It's almost like we have a football coach commentating.
It's almost like you do.
Strange how that works. When you have someone who's coached the game of football, they understand what coaches are going to do.
Well, you have to understand your team, you have to understand your athletes, and you have to understand what you haven't run or what you've been setting up to run. Mm-hmm. And obviously, the last time he did the keeper, he went to the left. And they just ran 2 balls straight up the middle. Now, they didn't do the fake this time. Now, this is huge here. 6 points up. Okay.
A conversion here guarantees that even if they give up a touchdown, they'll have one more chance to get themselves
1:37 left to go.
Not Tradliner, but maybe Master John motioning. There'll be a flag.
There'll be a flag on this one. And I think it's going to be offsides on the Tigers.
And that will give the Turks another. Yeah, because they didn't call the play dead.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be offsides on the Tigers on that.
This 2-point conversion gives the Turks a light. Well, no, maybe. Whoop, whoop. They're talking.
Yeah, it said it's no good, so
Okay, so
I'm not sure why, but they must have. It must have been.
something.
They must have declined the penalty, and the Turks are going to have to keep them out of the. They've got a minute 37, and Granite Falls still has 2 of their timeouts left, I believe.
Do they have I think they have 3. Did they call one earlier?
I don't remember if they did
Who
or
knows?
not. Yeah, they may have 3, and they will use them.
And they have a man named Hilario Adams.
They do, and they have Gavin, and they have Connor, and they have some of these other Granite Falls heroes like.
Number 8, who was 80. We haven't said his name as
Well, he has been. That's
everywhere.
Christopher Ryer.
We haven't called him out as much as later in the game, but he has still been everywhere.
He has been in on every play on defense, and you've got number 29 out there, Spencer Schilling, and but Javario Adams. He has just been playing. He has been special for the Turks today. Or not for the Turks, for the Tigers.
He's been very unspecial for the Turks.
But when the Turks come, even if the Turks do not, and I normally don't hand out, TurkPride.tv players of the game on a JV game, but I'll tell you what, Hunter Tradler now.
He's been incredible.
He has had a game for the ages.
He's been even kicking offense. Defense. Here we go. Goes again. This one, maybe a little bit shorter. Weird bounce fielded well by Granite. He'll get on the ground immediately. Just collapses on the ground. Here we go. Minute 35.
That was fielded by, is that 42 or 12? 42. That's fielded by number 42, Connor Johnson, St. Louis. He is a 5'5". I don't know how. He's small. He's a freshman. I can't read the weight on that.
Well, that's how you get the call. It's a small freshman. Here we go. Whistle's blown. Timeout Turks. The Turks will want to take all the time they can. All it takes is one play.
Well, you have to, and you've got to keep contained. You can't just play defense the way you've been playing defense. Mm-hmm. You have to if they're going to run the slant,
you got to stop the slant.
You've got to stop the slant, but then you fake the slant and then you go back out into the flat like that, and then Javario Adams is off to the races.
If Granite's plan, try to get the ball, because Javario Adams, not only has he gotten open, but when he's gotten the ball short, he's been able to wizard his way through. I think he got a touchdown earlier. He was at the 30, made 2 Turks miss and walked it in.
And that miss extra point, that's
going to hurt.
That's going to hurt the Turks here if they have a chance to score. This has been a good football game.
It's been a great football game.
This has been fun. And hashtag Turks first.
Hashtag Turks first, of course, as always.
As always, hashtag Turks first. Here we go. We're going to line up.
Bauer right there. Maybe looking for some help, but he's right out there. A little one-on-one.
Tradliner is.
As here we go.
Oh no! You're going to put Bush. Bush is that. Now they're going 2 deep instead of 1 deep.
Post route. That one's short. Oh, he's
it's
not
going off the ground. So instead of now they're playing what they call cover 4.
Cover 4. Okay.
So now cover 4 is when you have 2 corners and you have 2 safeties.
Yes.
Okay, and those 2 safeties, they cover. Each cover a fourth of the field, and then the corners, of course, are responsible for the flat, and the safeties are recovered. If it goes deep, and so now cover 3, you do it in thirds, and that's where they've been playing cover 3 almost the whole game. It's a man-to-man cover 3 that they've been playing with 1 safety deep, but now they go 2 safety deep, so they have to watch this, and they're going to try this again.
Here we go. They'll look. This one will be out to number 32. That one's tipped. Not able to get it. Good coverage there by the Turks. As here we go. We enter 3rd down. These 2 plays.
So they tried to get that off to Gavin on the out on that. Okay. So now the coach is telling Javario Adams what route to run, and he's going to run in and tell the quarterback, hey, So now we got a little bit of backyard football going on.
He's trying to. He's got his hand out.
He's like, look, this is the play, but this is what the route is that I'm going to run. And so
Granite has also given themselves. They have not taken off.
they've
taken off no time.
I'm surprised that they didn't switch him to the other side of the field.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. 4 wide receivers out here for Granite. They take it back. He immediately looks left. Havario fakes. They'll try to go deep. That one's open. Nowhere near, though.
So, obviously a miscommunication between the quarterback. Now, this makes it third down now.
Is it third or fourth?
This is the third.
That's fourth. We're on fourth now.
It's fourth? Okay, it's fourth down.
We had the missed out to Havario.
That was third down.
The miss out to 32, and then just that play right there.
Oh,
It looks
yeah.
like we had timeout Granite.
And so now they have to now that it's fourth down, they have to burn a timeout, not to stop the clock,
yes.
but to call the play.
Once again, though, they've run.
And with a minute 26 to go, you had a chance to run the ball. But last time they ran the ball, they coughed it up.
Yeah, it didn't go as planned. Some would say.
So, I see where they're going. What a football game.
Yeah, they have the advantage, even though they can't use this to stop the clock. They've only used about 15 seconds this drive so far.
And whatever happens, however the score turns out, what a whale of a game. If these are Granite Falls players who are watching this on demand, nice job, young men.
Great job.
Win or lose, I'm proud of you. You guys came to play today.
We've had a great game.
And this is why I'm here.
For great games like this.
For the great games like this. This is why I love JV football so much.
JV football, this is our second, I think maybe one of our two JV football games. And both of them, the first game ended, Turks won by 2 to Whidbey, and now this one will maximum be 6.
Yeah, I think we're going to go to Kings this year, and I don't know what will happen with Cedar Park. We might have one more JV game to call this year.
So here we go. Snap taken. The look. Havario out route. It's too short. He's going to catch it, but that's a turnover.
That's a turnover for the Turks, and now that they've already burned a timeout, the Turks can pretty much run a play. They'll call their timeout. And and the Turks don't go under center, and that's just something that just drives me absolutely bonkers. Is you risk when you're running out of shotgun or the pistol. There's a difference between a shotgun and a pistol.
Pistol's
a little bit closer, and you've got the running back right behind you. And a shotgun is you're a little bit further back, and you've got a running back on either side of you.
They named those very well, as the pistol is a little bit smaller than a shotgun.
Yeah.
So here we go. Turks. I think the name of the game right now is ball security.
And so they've got Jonathan Van Pelt's back there.
Tradliner set up where he's been the entire game. Takes the snap, and that's going to be a false start Turks, I guess.
False start on the Turks.
There you go.
Which at this point,
you're not going for points here, the Turks. You're just.
Well, they've got 2 timeouts. So you run the play, you let it go. You let the 40 seconds run. And they call another timeout, and then you let the 40 seconds run, and guess what? That's 80 seconds, and you're done.
And then that's ball game.
And so it's the exchange on the hike. It's making sure that you're right. It's all about ball security, and we've got the right man in the right spot out there.
Kane Keeler, Hunter Tradliner, Jonathan Van Pelt. You give that ball to any of them, odds are it's being held on to. As here we go, Van Pelt. He'll get eaten up, but as here we go, expect
that's
a timeout.
That's going to be timeout called, probably.
Probably haven't heard a timeout there. I mean, Granite coach is already on the field, so he probably told that ref to timeout as soon as.
Now they have one more after this.
They'll stop the clock. I mean, that's good though. Second down there for Granite.
You want to take a little more than 3-4 seconds off the clock.
Yes, Granite still because first down from the Turks ends the game.
Well, yeah.
So Granite has to be precise here. They can't give up something.
Well, yeah, you've got ball security is the name of the game. And again, I can't give enough props thanks to the parents that brought us the roster tonight.
Oh, that's been great.
And our producers for getting us a roster. That was awesome.
They've done a great job as well.
Our producers,
so they always do.
Skylar and Drevin are here helping out. making sure everything happens like it's supposed to.
Our other producers, and then we had Alec here.
Alec is here, and I got another couple of
Brandy.
Brandy's been here tonight. Brandy's good about getting pizza in here for somehow, some way she gets pizza.
I don't know who the head producer is. Her and Alex sort of run the show. Though they've been the most tenured.
Tonight
along
is
with Draven,
Skylar. Skylar has been our executive
Oh,
producer
she's been
tonight.
the executive.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Make sure she does the whole guess the whole producing thing. That one's gonna be to Tradlander. Tradlander breaks the first one. So he's gonna be pushed back.
And they're gonna be going for the ball.
So here we go. Whistle blown, timeout called, and well, we got a little bit of a
we got a little bit of a problem here. The Turks just haven't been able to get enough time off the clock. 40 seconds in 40 and 40 is 120. There's 105 seconds left. So the Granite Falls, if the Turks don't get a first down here, which they won't, because they're not going to throw the ball.
No, hopefully they're not going to throw the ball.
And they want to run out. They want to run the clock down, and then you're probably going to look at adventures in punting coming up.
You will. Adventures in punting. There's no better way. I think Granite Falls, though, I think with any amount of time, just from what I've seen, they have the potential to make something happen. You get the ball into Adam's hands. You get the ball into 32's hands.
Remember, I talked about the adjustment that the Turks made on defense. They went from that cover 3 with one deep safety, 2 corners, and more linebackers. Then they moved the safety back and they went into that cover 4.
Yes.
And at the JV level, it's more of a modified man-to-man cover 4.
It's there in principle. So here we go. Turks line up formation they've been in all day. Let's see. Will they motion Tradlander? They will not. It'll be Kane Keeper. They're looking to.
Kane Keeper.
He's gonna throw. He's got to stay in bounds.
He's got to stay in bounds. Whatever happens, he's got to stay in bounds.
I got nervous they were about to throw that football.
I'm glad he didn't make it. Well, I didn't think they were going to. I'm glad they didn't push him out of bounds.
I could hear the coaches screaming that the forward momentum had stopped.
Yeah, and he did get pushed out of bounds. So now you wait. Now you wait till you talk to the ref and go, look, I want to take this clock all the way down. At this point, I'm even taking a penalty here. Or I'm taking a timeout and saying, okay, adventures in punting on its way. Or do you even risk punting? Or do you
just run up the gut, turn the ball over, but you there's no chance. I mean, we hit 9 seconds. I mean, is there actually going to be another play?
I guess there we go.
There we go.
Delay of game on the Turks with 4 seconds to go. Okay, so now this gets to be really fun because he could literally hike the ball. And this is not going to happen. You could hike the ball and run back and take 4 seconds off the clock and get a safety.
Yep. You could also, if Turks, pretty unconfident.
So if you wanted to be a jerk in the game, you could. And I've seen teams do that. When they've had to punt deep in their own, behind their own 10-yard line, and where the points don't matter later in the game, you take the safety and then you kick off.
You want to be a double jerk. Offensive holding ends the game, so you could just commit holding for the 4 seconds. Here we go. Caden Keeler just trying to run for his life. Time hit 0. Just get out of bounds. And that's ball game. Oh, didn't take out his ankles, luckily.
And that was the best Caden keeper of the night right there.
Won at the game. He almost took his ankles out, but he avoided the bench.
What a game, everybody.
Wow.
I give my hats off to Granite Falls for a great, well-fought game. 2 evenly matched teams just out there just matching each other.
The Turks won, but football won tonight, as they would say.
The scoreboard says, Turks 26, Granite Falls 20. And what a game. Hunter Tradlander.
Player of the game.
Turk.TV player of the game. And I normally, like I said, I kind of don't usually do that at JV games, but
he picked up, from his offensive to his kicking, picking up the big fumble.
Picked up the fumble and almost brought it to the house.
But still brought it right to the 5, which the Turks ended up punching in, which would be the game-winning score.
So for everybody out there, Seth, thank you so much for being
Thank
here
you
tonight.
for being here. I had a great time. I didn't know if it's a short notice for me. I didn't know if you were going to be here, but I'm glad you were.
Yeah, I take every chance I get to be here. And for all our sponsors here at TurkPride.tv, and for our executive producer and all of our great sponsors, our great producers and camera people, and shout out to Dave Moon, and a shout out to all of our great sponsors.
And all the
hey,
watchers as well.
Hey, Turks, nice job.
A great job.
And as always, hashtag Turks first.